Hey, this is April and
Hank.
today we're going to draw a hedgehog from Share Some Kindness, Bring Some Light. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so in the book, Share Some Kindness, Bring Some Light,
Yes.
Coco and Bear try to bring gifts. And at first, the hedgehog is a little bit freaked out, as you can see. Yep. Ah. But by the end, they realize that Bear is really kind and they don't need to be scared of him.
Yes.
And the hedgehog is a little more excited about the lantern. So we're going to draw a cute little hedgehog
Yes.
hanging out with a lantern.
Yes.
So the first thing we're going to do is pick up our light brown. Actually, let's go through the colors that we have picked out first. So I have a little piece of scratch paper because sometimes when you draw with crayons, they turn into a different color
Yes.
than you think they're going to be, right?
Yes.
So we have a light brown that looks like this
Yes.
and a dark brown that looks like this.
Yeah.
And we have a regular black.
Yes.
And we have two different blues. We have a dark blue
And a light blue.
and a light blue. Exactly.
Or you could call it cyan.
Ooh, I like that. And then we have a red.
Yes.
Mine's kind of pink, but it's a pinky red, but that's okay.
Yes, pinky. Me too.
And then a regular pink. Oh, and a piece of string.
Yes.
Bonus.
Me too.
An orange. And then a golden sunshiny yellow.
Yes.
Is that all of them? Yes.
Yes.
And then we also both have Sharpies, but you can use a regular black marker, or you can just use a pencil or a crayon for the Sharpie part too.
Yes.
Okay, so before we start, we're going to draw the lantern. So the lantern's going to go like right here. So sometimes it helps me know where to plan it out on my picture.
Yeah.
If I kind of draw it with my finger first. So I'm going to have the lantern here, and then I'm going to have the hedgehog here. So where are you going to put the lantern on your page?
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so so if we want to leave room for the lantern and the hedgehog, then the hedgehog will go right here on the left.
Yeah.
And what shape would you say that hedgehog is? The nose?
Circle.
Yeah, kind of like a circle. So take your light brown crayon,
Yes.
and we're going to just a very, very soft, whispery line. I'm going to do mine a little bit darker, and see how it's kind of down the bottom half of the paper?
Yes.
So draw a very, very light brown circle. That doesn't have to be perfect. See how mine's really sketchy? And I'm going to actually draw mine a little bit darker so that people at home can see it better. Nice. And then we're going to take our light blue.
Light.
And we're going to draw.
Is this one?
Do you want to try it on the scratch paper? I think that's black.
Yeah, black.
I think your light blue's right there.
Yes.
Do you want to try it out? Are you good?
Good.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to take our light blue and we're going to do a rectangle like that. Again, see how I'm not worried about making it perfect? I'm just doing a sketchy, sketchy line. Nice. Good job, Hank.
Thanks.
Okay, now we're going to pick up our brown again. So we know where our two biggest shapes are, our lantern and our hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put a little scarf on this hedgehog. And see, right now it just looks like an orange.
Yeah.
And we're going to make it look like the scarf is wrapped around him. So take your finger first and kind of plan. Like right here, we're going to do like a smiley face line right here. Not super dark, just pretty light. I like how you're making your line so sketchy. That's great.
Yeah.
And then I did one more underneath it to make it look like his scarf. That's great. Okay, now we're going to put his little face on.
Yes.
And his face is going to go, I'm just really light, just for me, I'm making a little circle right here. Okay, that's where I want his face to go. So I'm going to have 3 dots. And first I'm doing them in the crayon so that if I don't like them, it's so light, I can change it before I do it in the Sharpie.
Oh.
So I'm going to do a dot right here.
Yes.
And then another dot. See, it's like 2 finger widths apart. Right here. So where's your 2 fingers?
Yes.
So do you put like 2 fingers and you want it to be like 2 dots apart. There you go. So your next dot will go like right there. Perfect. That is perfect. And then we're going to have his little nose. It's so weird. His nose is off over here. not under his eyes.
Yes.
So you'll do like a little oval right there. Perfect, Hank. Okay, so we're going to take our Sharpie, and I'm going to draw a little circle, and then inside it I'm going to do another little tiny circle so that it looks like a highlight. Did you see how I did that?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. And then do that with the other eye right there.
Yes.
And then we're going to do it with his nose right here. And now we're going to plan where his mouth is going to go. Oh, that's great. That's great, Hank. Sorry, I'm going too fast. I'll give you a second to catch up.
Yeah.
So his mouth is connected to his nose right here. And that's why we're drawing it really light in the light brown first. We're going to do a little line like that. Did you see that?
Yes.
And now once you have it planned, then you can take your Sharpie, and on the end, I like to do a little extra dot at the end so it looks like he's really happy. That's so good. Oh, that's so good, Hank. Make it go all the way to the nose. Yep, that's perfect. Good job, friend.
It's in a scarf.
I love it. Yeah, it's okay that it's in a scarf because we're gonna. That's why we did it in light lines.
Yeah.
And then it really looks. We'll move where the scarf is. It'll really look like his scarf is snuggled up under his chin. Okay, so now we're gonna add his ears, and his ears are really small, like this, like that, and like that. See how they're kind of on the side of his head, just to the left of his eye? Yep, exactly. And then right up here. Perfect. Okay.
When are we going to add the spikes?
So actually we're going to add his, finish his scarf first, and then we'll add the spikes in around it.
Yes.
So I want you to take your orange.
Orange. Red.
And if you need to change where your line is because you want it to go under his mouth,
Yes.
you can do that now. And we'll...
Right here?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect, bud. Just make sure it stays under. Okay, so we're going to take the orange and do another line right here so that... Oh, you're already ahead of me.
Yes.
And then we want it to look like the scarf is kind of tied around his neck.
Yes.
So I'm going to do... See how I made a little line right here?
Yeah.
2 lines, and then I'm putting some fringe on the bottom. Yeah, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can take and kind of make the texture, because when stuff is knitted, it has this nice texture on it. So we can kind of do that with some lines like this.
Just like...
Exactly. That is exactly right. That's really cute. Okay, so I'm going to take my red.
Yes.
Because I want to make sure this looks separate and looks like it's kind of folded a little bit. So I made a little foldy line right there.
Did that?
Yep, that's great. And then I'm going to take my nice sunshiny yellow.
Yes.
And I'm going to color really hard all over it just to kind of blend that all in together. What do you think?
Good.
So we're actually going to make this picture for someone.
Yes.
So I want you to think of who you want. Who brings light to your world, Hank?
My mom.
Your mom? Oh, you do have a really nice mom.
And my brother.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to take our dark brown and we're going to start to add some fun detail. I really like this scarf.
Yes.
It looks awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so his little legs, I'm going to make a line that kind of goes in like that and then goes out with some little squigglies for his feet. That is great. And then we're going to make his little arm up here on the lantern. And his arm I'm making come out from like right underneath the scarf right here. And then like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so now is the fun part where we make him really spiky. And hedgehogs are, they're kind of like a bunch of different colors combined and they look really spiky, right?
Yeah,
So we're going to start that with the dark brown right here. Oh, actually, let's start it with the black. So grab the black. And we're not going to color it in. We're just going to draw little spikes right here. And we're not going to draw spikes over his face. We're going to see this little circle line that's really light right here.
I see that there's no spikes. It's just over his ears. And stuff.
Totally. And then I'm also going to go, see how I'm going over his ear right here? That'll make his ear look nice and dark. So we're going to make spikes all the way around him. I went all the way down to his nose, some coming out back here, some coming out. That's why we did the scarf first, so it wouldn't
mess it up.
Exactly. It wouldn't get, the black wouldn't get all blended into it. And you can see where we drew the lighter line.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we want to make our spikes come to.
Yeah, feet.
And it's okay if they go out a little bit crazy. It just makes them cute. I'm also going to leave right here under his scarf, his belly. I'm not going to fill that up with spikes. I'm going to make it look like just come right up to his belly right there. If you already fill that in, it's no big deal.
Yeah, I did it.
He can just be an extra spiky hedgehog.
Yes. I like reading Captain Underpants and Dogman.
Oh, those are great, great books. I love those books too.
Yeah, the Dogmans are like comics and the Captain Underpants are actual books with comics in them.
Yeah, I love those books.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Your book as well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you're done, you want it to kind of look like a circle, even though there's no line drawn all around it.
Yeah.
And then you can fill in all your little spikies. And then we'll go to the dark brown, and we'll do this again with the dark brown and kind of fill them in.
Yeah.
And again, we're not filling in around his face or on his little belly right there. If you accidentally do, it is no big deal. He'll just have extra hedgehog whiskers.
Extra. Wait, he has whiskers?
No. I just made that up.
Yeah. I'm just drawing everywhere.
That's great. Hedgehogs actually have a little bit of white, so you don't want to fill it all the way in. You want some of that white to still show. And then once you finish with the dark brown, you can take the light brown and fill it in too.
Yeah, I know. It's actually kind of like dark brown, but way different.
And my ears got kind of lost in here, so I'm actually going to add them back in a little bit darker.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the black and color it in.
I'm going to give my little guy eyebrows too. Okay, and now we're going to take our light brown and we're going to color in around his nose, really, really, really as dark as you can get it right here, and then kind of blend it out lighter.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm also going to do it right here where his little spikes start, and a little bit on his belly. But see how I'm not coloring it all the way in, I left some white.
Yes.
If you color it all the way in, it's okay.
Yeah. Look at mine.
Oh, that's so cute, Hank. So I really want his scarf to make sure that it looks like it belongs there and that it pops off. So I'm going to take a little bit of the black and I'm just going to do the line underneath and right here.
Yes.
Cool?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if there's any more you want to fill in on him, go ahead and fill it in.
Okay.
That looks great, friend. Okay. And the reason we do it in light is because if we mess up, then it's easy to change.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure it looks like he's holding the side of the lantern. So I'm going to scoot my lantern over a little bit. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as big as yours.
So I'm going to take my black now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to draw
the
outside line in the crayon. And I'm not doing see how I kind of curved the edge like that?
I like curving.
Yeah. That's so good, Hank. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I like it. And then right here, we're going to do right on top of it.
A handle?
We're going to do the lid.
Oh, yeah.
Of the little jar. Do you see how I did that? I did like a smiley line. Yep, you got it. That's perfect. And then we want it to look like glass and that it's clear glass. So I'm going to take my black and do another thin line right inside of it. And we drew it with the light blue so that it would look more like glass. That's great. Very nice. And we're going to do a little handle. So I'm going to do a little curly key like that. And there's no wrong way to put the handle on.
Yeah, I have trouble with the handles.
Yeah, no big deal. And then right here I'm going to do a couple lines so it looks like the lid on top. How's that?
Good.
Okay, and then we're going to do a little candle in it because we want to show the hedgehog bringing light.
Yes.
So right here, I'm going to do a little rectangle.
Yes.
In my light blue first. And then right here, I did that line so it looks like the candle is sitting on the bottom. Very nice. Okay, and here's a little trick. We're going to take this light brown again.
Yes.
And we're going to color this in. Because sometimes when you have a white candle that's lit,
it kind of turns brown.
Yeah, on the outside, like the light coming through the wax.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, and then, but what color is like the little wick of the candle?
It's orange and like yellow inside.
I'm gonna do black for the wick, and then you're exactly right. I'm gonna get like orange.
Like
and then
orange
my
around
yellow.
it.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
And then color in with yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Some shining yellow.
And then I want to make it look like the light is shining through here, so I'm gonna go right here.
Yeah, just.
And down here on the bottom, and I want to make it look like it's shining out around the lantern. And then I'm going to take my light blue right here, and I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow under him, like that.
Light blue?
Since the light's coming from here, the shadow will go back behind him like that. Like he's sitting on the snow, and the shadow's coming behind him. Okay.
What's happening outside?
Sounds like somebody's working. Okay, so we are going to write, you said you were going to write a note to your mom?
Yes.
And I'll write a note to my mom too.
Yes.
So, it'll look a little bit cleaner if you do it in Sharpie or a pencil instead of crayon.
Hold on.
That is so cute. Okay, there you go. We have two different hedgehog pictures,
Yes.
and they are both awesome, even though they look a little bit different because they're by two different artists, right?
Yes.
I love them both, and I think your mom is going to love that too.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Okay, there you go. We have two different hedgehog pictures,
Yes.
and they are both awesome, even though they look a little bit different because they're by two different artists, right?
Yes.
I love them both, and I think your mom is going to love that too.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Bye.